Hey guys, so it's been a while. It's been a while. And I'm assuming from both the title and this, you can assume what this is already about. I just finished watching Foodfight. Good fucking god! I hate Foodfight. Long story short, listen to a bunch of other people's stuff. There's a Microwave Society video that's really good at dissecting it. As good as they get at it. They're a little brainless, but still very good. Nostalgia Critic, John Tron, just watch them. But in summary, good God, Foodfight is awful. So you may have noticed I'm not adding anything much to this. That's because I'm going for more of a podcast type of deal now because I do not have the time to edit. So if you want any content from me, which I know none of you do, this is the best that you're going to get. Now, you may be wondering, for those who don't know or have not seen this, what is this image? This certainly cannot be part of it. No, this is an actual fucking image from the movie. The start of it looks like not the start of a movie, not the start of a TV show. It looks like the start of some mediocre, half-assed fucking short film. That's how bad it is. Its animation is indescribably bad. For a second, I almost thought, okay, maybe it's not that bad after I watched it. I was clearly coming down with Stockholm Syndrome because it was so bad. I watched a bit of Elemental because it has what I think is some of, if not the best, 3D animation, at least, texture-wise, and it reminded me, oh my god, this is so bad. Some of it doesn't even make any sense. For those of you who've heard of this, you may know of this scene where there is a... You know what? No. I'll summarize this. So the movie is about a mall or supermarket. Yeah, supermarket, I apologize. And at night, the food places come to life, which somehow spawns grass and a sky, even though they're in a fucking supermarket. Because logic, right? You got to keep your logic in. It's just a kids movie, guys. So yeah, and there's this dog detective, which is a ripoff of Indiana Jones, voiced by Charlie Sheen, which... Okay, pretty good casting, because like Charlie Sheen, it is a fucking mess and absolutely bad. And humanless, I guess is a word. And he is in love with this cat lady thing voiced by Hilary Duff, which looks so bad, unbelievably bad, and has this friend who is introduced as quickly as I have introduced it, and less effectively than I've introduced it, whose name I don't even want to remember, who is pretty much just a walking innuendo and black stereotypes rolled into a chocolate chipmunk, who is also bad, and drives an airplane, which comes up 3 times, so that's good. So the cat goes missing after trying to find the squirrel because the squirrel had crashed, while Rex Dog Detective, the name of the dog character, was trying to propose to the cat lady. So then years later, Dex Dog Detective, a dog detective mind you, opens up a place that is essentially just a rip-off Copa Banana, because of course isn't that a popular detective trope? And then this girl comes in who is the spokesperson of Brand X, and is apparently very evil, and honestly looks like a Barbie doll if it were made in the 2000s by that incestuous sister from Not Another Teen Movie. Anyway, she comes over and brings her neo-Nazi regime, voiced by not Tim Curry, that looks like a lizard human, the fat lady from Dodgeball, except even more grotesque and fatter, and with this animation makes it look even worse, and another general who just looks like a peanut. These people are slowly wiping away the other mascots and trying to unify them into one, because, yeah. So, in one of the scenes of the movie, the chipmunk and Dex Dog Detective are forced into this human world in the supermarket. It is literally incomplete. So in this scene, there is a bottle... so the chipmunk is getting attacked by one of the Brand X people, the lady who looks like the dodgeball lady, So, she's attacking him, and then suddenly Dex Dog Detective comes floating in on a soda bottle. So you'd think, oh, okay, it's a kid's movie or a cartoon. I feel kids' movie doesn't work, but if you're going to use a stupid excuse, it's better than what they do. So he floats on in the bottle rocket, like, okay, maybe he's using that because bottle rockets propel and stuff. But then in that scene, the lady hits the back of it, which makes the bottle open. Mind you, it must have been sealed before. Open and send them propelling. This bottle was just fucking floating. Huh? Logic? What's that? So, furthermore, the camera moves like it is not only intentionally trying to get you queasy, but as if you are being thrust into a tornado, constantly sending you in an eternal dizziness, because that's how good these shot compositions are. I've already talked about the animation, but let's talk about the character design. Not only do they look very bad, not only are the textures very bad, they reuse characters and make them move like the spawn of Satan themselves that they are. Moving sporadically, as if in a constant seizure with consciousness, flailing desperately for life. If you've ever seen Blade Runner, one Pris, I believe is the name, it dies and clings to dear life, flailing around frantically after Rick Deckard shoots her. Imagine all the characters move like that and look worse than actual first-time kindergartner CGI models. I could shit on a piece of paper and it would be more artistically deep and better looking than this. Because, you know what? They actually do that. Because one of the characters, quite literally, looks like shit. And I'm not saying that like it looks bad. No, it looks like actual shit. Like somebody just pooped on screen and carved it out into a weasel. Because yes, that is a character. And you know what? That's one of the best goddamn characters in the film. Because at least I fucking remember it. Furthermore, this is filled with a bunch of product placement, which is, yay, product placement. And since we're on the topic of talking about things that look like literal shit, let's get to the titular food fight. In a scene they dump hot chocolate. It looks like the absolute runniest shit falling down on these people, which I guess they deserve because with their ugliness and neo-Nazism, you probably do deserve that. But on the other hand, these characters are so unlikable that I would never want to see them succeed, not only just because they are product placements, but because they are just so unlikable and annoying. I've talked about the chipmunk, let's talk about the vampire bat. The vampire bat seems to be some kind of weird gay stereotype wrapped in a bad vampire parody and unfunny jokes. There is this doctor with a big nose, whose name is Dr. Nose. Yeah, real creative with that naming, idiots. Who is a Jewish stereotype and is very annoying in his voice. Yeah. Then there's also this Italian stereotype Moose, which is never funny, and I mean, I can't say anything more because all he was trying to be was funny in this movie, and he can't even do that. And there's so many other characters, but oh my god, I don't have the energy. Also, just to add to this beautiful, beautiful masterpiece of animation, Prince of Egypt got nothing on this, boyos. Beautiful animation. When a character threw a tomato in the titular food fight, it came out green. Huh? It's not even like it's a green tomato. No. This is a pure red tomato. Yet it oozes the green toothpaste ooze on these people. Who approved this? The closest thing to a saving grace in this movie is its writing, which is thankfully, blessedly, a 3 out of 10 amongst these 1 to literal 0.5 out of 10 elements, because at least some lines were coherently written and in theory, funny. But no. These actually potentially funny lines have to be butchered by the god-awful delivery of these characters, the horrible character models, the bad timing, and the absurdly horrifying movements of these characters. So even any form of competence is ruined, and anything that is competently written enough to be just a normal conversation, fair enough, not quite realistic, not quite bad, that too is ruined because I can't focus on that from how bad they talk and how bad it looks. Like, I genuinely can't stress enough how bad these character models look. They make the Incredible Hulk look like the Pirates of the Caribbean's, Davy Jones. I'm so sorry. I think this movie's starting to rot my brain now. I thought my eyes, ears were enough. But no, no, it's gotta go even deeper. Woo! Furthermore, on top of the amazing voice acting, they also have really amazing audio qualities. Here's an example right here.
It would appear you are in need of a professional.
How do we know you're not with Brand X?
According to the lady, I'm the poster boy for
Consistency? What's that? Oh my god, I can't do this. And now finally we get to our riveting conclusion to this movie. So we find out that the Sunshine Cat Girl or whatever was actually not dead, or, well, the Brand X lady kidnapped her. Sorry. And then the girl, she loses and the generals get attacked, and then she gets beaten up, which turns her ugly, and then she loses all her powers because, you know, looking good's all the power, or whatever. Oh my god, I hate this movie so much, and it's so late. God, fuck. So that's the movie. Oh good, it's finally over. Does that mean I have enough time to hang myself now? Yeah, this movie is horrible. Never watch it, please. You could probably pay me money to watch it, but that's because I'm desperate for money. But, otherwise, I would not wish this amongst my worst enemy. You want to know the worst? You want to know the fucking funniest part about all of this? This is number 3 of my least favorite movies. We haven't even scratched the bottom 2 yet. Anyways, I want to go to sleep now. If you're lucky, you might get in a video essay in this similar style. Otherwise, I'm sorry for not uploading. You could subscribe if you want. I wouldn't fully recommend notifications since I post so rarely, but if you want, please turn that on too. And if you enjoyed this, please turn on a like. And if you didn't, come on, please. Please. Also, commenting helps a lot too. Not for the algorithm, I don't care about that, just please comment. I like seeing them. And having genuine critiques about my media. Anyway, that's all. Thank you very much. And I'll see you another time. Maybe. Probably. No.